On this week's episode of El Jefe's Chop Shop, a little more of me again. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to dig into this blue golf a little more.
So last week Jackson came over, wide-wheeled a bunch of this, and then this week he's got a whole bunch more to do, and then we're going to start hopefully drilling spot welds out and pulling apart all of the panels that hold this thing together.
In here's going to be a bloody pain, I can tell you that.
Yeah, right in the corner's a bit of a painful one, but he's already had a pretty good start, so I'll just put him on hyperlapse and let him go.
So while Jeff's been mucking around building turbo bits for his K-swap Camry, link in top corner there, I've been wire wheeling the corners out of here. There's a bit of like a triple seam here. Discovering more spot welds, which is fun because they were completely hidden by seam sealer. There's a couple there, some there, along there, whatever. A little bit of rust here, doesn't matter though because it's going to get fixed. This is an absolute pain of a job. Apparently I'm not using the right tools. I went and bought some, ignore the brand name that I'm covering up with my thumb. They're trash, these wire wheels. I thought they'd be better. I thought they were stainless. Well, we thought they were stainless. They most certainly are not. The brass ones are better. The brass ones that, how long have you had those?
10 years.
These are just so much better. And we thought we'd try this. It didn't really work that well, but it's probably for a different use. It's really hard getting in all these little spots. Now I'm going to start drilling some spot welds, I guess, because I'm sick of doing this. What do you reckon?
Sounds good.
Cool, let's get into it. Never forget your PPE. Emphasis on the PP for personal protective. So we've drilled out all the spot welds along this rear beam here. You can sort of see where they've been punched through. Just going to try and pry it. I don't think it's going to have much luck because there is more seam sealer than is used on any modern car in the last 20 years, I think, just in this one gap.
It's working, sort of.
Do any of your bodywork mates know of anything that melts seam sealer?
Graham.
Graham,
Graham.
hit us up.
Send help, Mr. Coop guy.
Post in the comments, XB sedan fella. It's working, I guess. Making a lot of noise.
It's good. The world's like go.
I'm more worried about on this side. This undercoat is just absolutely thrashed it.
Yeah, I'm thinking we just cut through here
Zip.
with the grinder, and then we'll get all this side off, and then we might be able to like peel it up.
Might be able to.
Yeah, there's gonna be like right next to this bit.
Here
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
gonna be
That's going to be absolute misery. I could just, I can hit it with a wire wheel and just shower us and stuff.
Yay.
Good idea? Bad idea?
Yeah, it'll work, but it'll suck.
Yeah, that's cars.
True. We'll be right back.
We didn't film anything because we're amateurs. We just spent way too long drilling out these spot welds and trying to get this beam off. Let me show you. So we drilled out all the spot welds, which I don't even know if we filmed or not, but
Some
off. And then we started trying to peel away the beam so we got this all pulled away. And then we're like, oh, what's stopping it? It's kilos of seam sealer. And then, oh, what's stopping it? It's the seatbelt brackets. And oh, what's stopping it? It's hidden spot welds. And oh, what's stopping it? It's
Motivation.
the entire universe. And then, yeah, so Volkswagen really built their cars well, sometimes. There's a lot of these like spot welds next to spot welds, which you can't see from the inside, which, well, you could go back and look at the footage, you might be able to see them, but I certainly couldn't.
Someone who's better than us would be able to do it.
Yeah, this isn't our job. I just want to make that clear. Well, make it our job.
Yeah, make it my job.
Yeah, make it Jeff's job. Hit that subscribe and the little bell. So there's probably, I don't know, a few more hidden spot welds here that we've dug away the seam sealer. We can't see them. That doesn't mean they're not there because this isn't moving. But there's going to be some hiding here somewhere.
And there's another seatbelt bolt here
somewhere. Which, let me just flash it out. There you go, there you can see it.
Which is really thick metal.
It is thick. Like 3 C's, you know what I mean? So that's next time because it's late and I'm tired and it's Sunday and I want to go home.
Yay.
See you next week.
See you in 30 seconds.
Yeah, see you right now.
So this is where Jackson got to yesterday. We got all of those spot welds drilled out and half of the rail cut off. And then he's going to come back in a week or so and have another crack at it. So I'm hoping I get some free time this week and I'll try and trim some bits as well and make his life a little bit easier. But we need pretty much, we're going to try and keep that little box of rail there, this piece of the floor through here, get rid of all of this sticking up section you can see, which was the wheel tub. Draw all the spot welds out through there, keep this section, and then keep the rear panel. We may separate the rear panel and those boxes from the floor. I'm not 100% sure at this time, but ideally we have just the rear panel, the floor, and those 2 boxes, and we slide the whole lot into that old beast. So it's a new day. There's no Jackson today. It's middle of the week. I have got a little bit of time, so I'm just going to try and cut off most of the excess, so when Jackson comes back and drills the spot welds out, he's only fighting with a tiny piece of metal to remove rather than trying to bend and remove all of that. So I'll chuck you guys on time lapse and I'll just start trimming. So that was probably about an hour, not even 45 minutes. Just trimmed up the excess off the edges of the wheel tubs. So both sides, and now when Jackson comes back, he'll just be able to drill out the spot welds along here, and there'll only be a little bit fighting him, hopefully. So that should make it a little bit easier for him, and there's no like curves holding everything in place. There is more to remove here, but I thought I'd leave that until we start getting spot welds out. And trim the front just a little bit because there was a bit extra there. So on the bottom, I've just cut and removed a bit more of that main bar that we were trying to remove. Jackson's going to have to come in here and fight these spot welds because I don't want to do that. And then we'll have to take these side rails off, and obviously that side bit I was talking about, and then it's pretty much ready to go. So another day on this, and I reckon it'll be pretty close to actually ready to put back in the yellow car. And then we'll have to work on the yellow car and get that half ready to put this bit in.
I'm back. It's another weekend. While I've been, you know, working and stuff, Jeff's been drilling and cutting and just prepping for me because he's a cool dude. Thanks, Jeff. He's over there doing silly Honda Camry things. That video would have come out probably 18 months ago by the time this one comes out. But yeah, so I'll be coming in here, drilling out all these spot welds. Basically everything I can find, just because. Jeff also cut this. This was an absolute pain in the bum to do last week. You can see we ended up ripping holes because we found spot welds on spot welds by accident. That's where the seatbelt anchor points were. It was just a pain. So Jeff's cut all that. He's cut all this down for me. I think the plan is to just, and over here too, just, we don't need it. But before I do that, I'm going to drill spot welds for probably 4 hours. After struggling with a handful of used cutting wheels, including one that broke, scary, I've managed to get this rail cut badly. So I may have to bail Jeff up and ask him if he's got some, otherwise I might have to do a trip to the hardware. Because I still need to do that side and cut the bottom off of that. I just sort of wanted to see what was going on in here, and yeah, anyway, you can see, drilled out the spot welds, drilled out, the ones on the top there as well for the other side of that rail. See them all there. The ones on the inside, where there's 2 here, there's more spot welds that go along there that I haven't done, just because I wasn't sure what was going on under here. You can see on the other side of that rail there. So once Jeffrey's done doing his TIG welding, which it sounds like he might, I'll ask him for some guidance, because he is the boss, the chief. Speak of the devil. Have a look at what's going on here.
What's up?
I don't know, just
Good progress.
telling the audience what's going on.
It's good progress.
Thanks. Cool, that's that side done. Got this weird little pass through here that, if my memory serves me correctly, that's for the fuel lines and stuff. Glad that I stopped there though, because that's the box section for where the bumper brackets go through. And the spot welds come off of there, which is good. There's a bit of corrosion and stuff in there, but nothing that is unfixable. Nothing's unfixable. Well, that went way better than expected. You might have caught it on the hyperlapse, but I was just grinding this here just to peel that up, and this just sort of went dunk. And then Jeff came over and he just cut little hammers, and that side came off too. So I'm going to flip it over, drill out these spot welds, get that off, and see where we're up to. It's 3:15 at the moment. We're making incredible progress today. Pretty happy about it. I could never do what I'm doing with this car and with this car if it wasn't for Jeff and his help. He's lending me tools, he's lending me power equipment, he's lending me his experience and his expertise. Do me a favour at least and go buy some merch. Go buy shirts. I've got a shirt on today. You might have seen it. It's got the Corolla on the back. He's got air fresheners with the same design. He's got lanyards. He's got long sleeve shirts, jumpers. Help him out because he helps me out. Thank you. Trying to come up with a plan of what to do next when it comes to this section. I'm trying to avoid unpicking the entire tail light panel from the floor so we can just keep it as one bit. So you can see the spot welds are drilled out for that section of the beam, which sort of connects to this box in the spot for the bumper brackets, which you can see the bolt holes there. But then that's spot welded to the boot floor, and it's spot welded at the top, or I guess the bottom there and there. You can see the spot welds, but it's also spot welded to here, and you can see it's separated a little bit there, so there's probably spot welds in the boot floor, in the hatch floor for that. I'm just going to hit in here with the old cheek poker to try and see if there's spot welds in there. Trying to browse 10-year-old forums with broken photo bucket photos for information, because it seems everyone does the tail light panel and everyone does a spare wheel well, but no one seems to bother with the floor, and that sort of worries me a little bit. So that's all for this week. After consulting some Mark 1 gurus who have done similar repairs in the past, they've suggested that we'll probably have to just disassemble all the panels, just unpick everything, which is fine because it's going to allow us to find any hidden rust that might be tucked away in one of the folds or one of the joins, or hiding under some seam seal or something like that. So it's going to be something that's more beneficial in the long run, even though we were hoping to sort of shortcut it and just pull one out and pull one in, basically. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen that way. Tune in next time as we start the panel separation process on the blue car, and we can finally kick off work on the yellow car, which I'm really excited for. There's a link in the description for when I first got the car and when we first started digging into its history and finding what exactly it is that we're replacing now. So don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss that episode. Tune in next week, we'll see you then.